Senator, you made the comment earlier that it's your opinion that school children in this state are unsafe. Do you have any data that indicates either ISB or school districts or LUDA or any of the educational organizations are suggesting that our children are unsafe because of the decisions that have been made by their administrations and their school districts, how they choose to implement Senate Bill 818?
Thank you. Mike Ziri, Director of Public Policy at Equality, Illinois. To that question, as the state's LGBTQ civil rights organization, I hear countless, and our team hears countless reports that have been elevated in the last several years of harassment, discrimination, abuse directed at LGBTQ students in schools. So I would say that discrimination, harassment, and violence against LGBTQ students is definitely on the rise. And we hear it in the very real stories from across the state, and stories that are in newspapers, in communities across the state. So from what we see, yes, absolutely, we see that on the rise.
Then why isn't ISB sitting here tonight suggesting that all of these abuses, all of this harassment is taking place? They could make it up that school districts aren't taking the mandate, I don't want to say the mandate, aren't taking the legislation that Senator Villavon passed seriously. I think it's arrogant as hell for any of you tonight to suggest that any of you know better than 63% of the parents, elected voters, registered voters, who are opposed, who were opposed to Senate Bill 818, and 70% of the administrations across this state who've decided not to implement exactly what was in these standards, but they were given the authority and the approval to implement what they felt was appropriate, age appropriate, within their given districts. Who the hell gives this body the right to dictate to the children of this state that you believe you know what's better for them than their parents and the people responsible for their education? What the hell gives you the right to dictate that?